Okay, we're going to talk about line types here, and the first line type that we're going to talk about is actually object lines. Object lines make out the outside portion of an object. Right here we have a front view, for instance, and then this would be your top view. In this front view we see the outline of the part, the shape. Those are in solid, heavy lines. Those are object lines. The circles right here represent holes going through the part. These are also object lines. Now, the next line type we're going to talk about is going to be a hidden line. A hidden line is like this right here. It's got a line, dash, 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 dash. Okay? These dashed lines represent surfaces that you can't really see by looking in at that part of the object. We're looking down on the top of the object in this direction right here. We're looking down in that direction, and when we look down on it, this is what we would see. We'd see the object lines that represent the outside rectangle, and then we would also see these hidden lines will represent the edges of these holes. If you were to project straight up from here all the way up to that hidden line there, and the same from this other hole, go straight up from it, those would actually represent the edges of that hole. Because you couldn't actually see the hole by looking down on the top of the object, we use hidden lines to represent those. Now, that's hidden lines and object lines. We're going to talk about some more line types, about section lines and some more stuff here in a minute in a different video, but I'm going to go ahead and cover extension lines. These extension lines extend off of the edge of the object. Those extension lines are there for us to put dimension lines in here. So this line right here would be an extension line. Extends off the edge of the object. This one over here would be as well. This line right here that has the number in it and has arrows on it, that is actually what we call a dimension line. So extension line and then a dimension line. We also have center lines. Now, I put a video on here that a guy was showing some line types, and he talks about center lines are only for center of circles, and that's not true. If you notice, this center line here is a long, and then a dash, long, and then a dash, and then a long. That represents the center of this object. Okay, center lines go through the center of holes, as you see right here, and they also go through the center of objects. We also have a center line right up here that's going through the center of that hole that's represented by the hidden lines. Now, one thing you can see as well, this is a center line here, and it is also used as an extension line. So you can have a center line used as an extension. Now we're also going to get into talking about some more line types and some other symbols and stuff in this same drawing, but I'm gonna do that on a separate video. So I just wanted to cover right now, I wanted to cover object lines, hidden lines, extension lines, and dimension lines.